My toxic trait is thinking I am going to finish more books than I actually do in a month. Hi everybody, so welcome back to my channel. This is going to be my October wrap-up. I read 3 books in the month of October, and I'm gonna be honest, I wish I would have read more. This month was so busy. We had a lot of problems with getting like furniture, and pretty much everything that we bought we had to in some way return, or we had to sort some stuff out with customer service. We bought a lot of furniture, including like the desk that's behind me, the chair that I'm currently sitting on, pretty much everything on my desk, like speaker-wise, monitor-wise, everything we bought this month. So that's part of the reason why I didn't get to read all that much this month. That included with actually doing a lot of housework on top of it. It just ended up being what it was. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get started with the books that I did manage to read this month. First up, which was part of my Fable book club, we read Horrid. Horrid is a horror book, obviously by the title, about this girl that has a dark family history. So this family history is shrouded in mystery the more we go into the book. It really has a lot to do with her mom and her grandmother. It's very, I don't know, it's kind of like Crimson Peak, but if Crimson Peak was awful. This book started off so strong, and it is let's see how long this book is, a 326 page book, and that was still too long for the type of story that was trying to be told. This follows the main character Jane through her everyday life through the month of October, because her and her mother had to move across the country to her mother's estate that she lived in when she was a child, because her father died of a heart attack, put the family in debt as a result. The house is obviously haunted, and they're trying to figure out like what's going on. The teenager is probably the smartest character in the book for some reason. Jane was a lot of fun to follow. The problem is that this trope went on for way too long. We were asking the question of what's going on for 200 pages, and only the last 100 pages did we get any answers. And to be honest, it was just dragging on way too long. I had to force myself to finish this because when it comes to my book club reads, I really try and sit down and finish what I have picked out for the month. And so this book actually got 2 stars from me just because of how long it went on, and the ending wasn't very satisfying at all. There was nothing about this that, except for like maybe the setting and the way that it's told, like the prose, that is the only thing that redeemed it for me. I really liked the prose, I liked the language that was used, and I liked the setting. That was it. There was nothing else that I liked about this book at all. The second book that, technically this is the first book that I read in the month of October, but this was definitely by far my favorite one, was the Cinnamon Bun Bookstore. So this is the second book in the Dream Harbor series. It is a small town romance, and this one is, I believe, Friends to Lovers. Follows Hazel and Noah. Noah is the local fisherman, and Hazel is the manager of the Cinnamon Bun Bookstore. And she is about to turn 30, and Hazel feels like that she is a boring individual and she wants to spice up her life a little bit. And there's a mystery involving that, and Hazel and Noah get to know each other through the whole mystery. And I didn't think I would like Noah's character that much just because I didn't like him very much in the Pumpkin Spice Cafe, but I really loved their love story. This one was a 4-star for me. As a book, this was 5 stars. Their romance was about 4 stars for me. I didn't love them as much as Logan and Jeannie. Logan and Jeannie are just like me and my husband, and I think that's why I really liked Logan and Jeannie compared to Noah and Hazel. But overall, this was probably my favorite read of the month, and that's pretty much saying a lot with the next book that I have. I really highly recommend the Cinnamon Bun Bookstore, and you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and give this 5 stars. Is it the best book you're ever gonna read? No. Does it have all the vibes? Yes. And I enjoyed myself so much that I picked this up right after finishing the Pumpkin Spice Cafe in one day. And I just highly recommend. The last book on my list for this month is Two Twisted Crowns. This is the second book in the Shepherd King duology. I read the first book in January, and I gave myself a lot of space in between reading One Dark Window and Two Twisted Crowns. I read this on audio. I think I read one chapter just organically. I much preferred the audiobook because this is a 500 page. This is close to about 500 pages. This is 427 pages. I loved this book way more than One Dark Window, and that's saying a lot because I liked One Dark Window. I gave it about 4 stars. I love the world that it's set in. I love the magic system, and I love the prose. I think my problem with this series is I'm not really attached to any of the characters. I really love the situations that they're put into. I love the lore of this world. I just feel like the characters didn't have much personality. This book seemed to fix that for me a little bit more. I understand One Dark Window was a debut novel, which is probably why it sounds the way that it sounds, and why there are some characters that I wasn't really attached to. I didn't really care for Raven. I liked Elspeth, but she wasn't like a favorite character of mine. I really liked Elm, which he's the main character in Two Twisted Crowns with Ione. I didn't like love them. I didn't like feel anything when something would happen to these characters, because I knew that at least one character would end up going near the end, which I cannot remember if that's what happened. I know that a few of them get hurt, but all in all, I did enjoy this series. I think it was a great way to wrap up the duology. The only thing that I wish is that I really wish that I would have liked the characters more. Pardon the pun, but it feels like you're looking through a window and not really like you're in the room with these characters. And that's kind of the one thing I would fix with these books, is make you feel like you're in this world, make it a little bit more immersive. But other than that, I really enjoyed these two. I think these are going to stay on my shelf for a while just because I enjoyed them so much. Who knows, maybe I'll revisit them and see if I like them again in the future. That is going to conclude my October wrap-up for this month. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to subscribe. We have some more videos in the future coming. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!